Welcome everyone to the stream for round 4 of the Manufacturer Series in FIA Gran Turismo Exhibition Season 2019-2020, the 3rd edition of it. And for this round, we're going back to a very interesting track, very fun to drive on. It's been a while since we've been there, and it's actually the St. Croix B variation with Group 4 cars. So definitely something that we haven't been to in a while. It's a change, but it's a welcome one, of course. And considering how strong our car is on straights, I would say that we've got a good chance of doing something good today. So hopefully it goes well. Well, we'll be looking out for just making sure that we don't make any mistakes. Yeah. Hi Zico, welcome to the stream. Hi Louis Felipe, Kyle, Fabro. Yeah, thank you very much. Till my eyes closed down. That's good. It's great that you're following Fabro. That's it really means a lot. Yeah. So, for this race, it's really going to be crucial how well you're going to be able to save your tires. So see here, 9 laps, we've got 4 times fuel wear, 12 times tire wear. Racing soft and racing hards are up there, they are available to be used, and the tire requirement is racing hards. So it's the slowest compound. It's really not competitive at all on this track, but we'll make it work. We need to use it for at least 1 lap. So we'll see how that fits into our strategy for the race. I did a bit of testing earlier in the day in Fabro's lobby actually, and yeah, I had a test race there, did some qualifying, and I was actually surprised at how well you can actually save the tires if you're careful. So yeah, it's really interesting how that's going to work. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and enter in just a sec. We'll see what times these guys are doing. So we've got Mint Matt in first, leaderboard again with the Porsche. So Porsche seems to be doing very well this season. A lot of combinations that are suiting it quite nicely. That doesn't mean that it suits the Mercedes no worse, so we're going to have to really bring our A game for this round and try and do it. Renault Big F. Yeah, cars that don't have top end don't seem to do very well here, but the cornering advantage of some of them, like the Toyota for example, and the fact that they can just still keep on the straights, means that they're still kind of competitive. They have to stay in the slipstream the entire time though. And bonjour, Parti Pris. We have Keaton in second. Keaton. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen him here. So Keaton 231. He really fast driver. Used to be Hull's teammate. It's interesting. Hopefully he'll make it into top split today. So yeah, definitely going to be interesting for sure. If he makes it in, we've got a lot of top good drivers that we're going to have to fight against. So then we have Terrell Hull in his Ferrari, Danos with the F-Type, Codes again in his F-Type, Deco Barrel in the Aston, and Noble in his ever faithful Lexus RCF, Electric in his Cayman, Range Ross in his unfailing McLaren, and ART Lane with this Toyota 86. So we're going to go ahead and enter here with the SLS AMG. Quite a nice looking car, got a pretty decent livery on it, so we're going to see what we can do with that. Yeah. Hi Dimitarko. Welcome to the stream. Just come home from work. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll be careful with the tires, Zico. Don't worry. The key to saving tires here is really braking a lot earlier. Like you'll be amazed at how much more you need to brake, like how much more you need to extend that braking zone. But you'll notice that in the later laps, that's going to pay off in spades. So have to take that approach when you drive. Be aware of it. Yeah. Hi, Red Mist. Welcome. You are planning to do manufacturers this time. So, that GTI, you didn't really. You said that you weren't up for Tokyo. Hopefully, this track can maybe get you to have a try. A little scary for this race. You don't have to beat Demon Taco. What car are you using though? This track really does favour power cars a bit more. But even if you have a cornering car, if you can hold in the slipstream, that's the important thing. Where eats your life for this. I see, Redness, so you're just going to be spectating, I guess. Wise choice. Yeah, bro, this exactly Zico. That's the strategy. Just really be careful. Even if you cut a bit too much for that first left turn, it's going to end up giving you like 0.5, like a whole second of a penalty, and that's something you want to avoid on a track like this. I'm not quite sure where the penalty zone is. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, that's really not a good place to serve a penalty. You're going to be losing a lot of speed, and that's just going to open the door for everyone else to get a pass done on you. Yeah, the title came. That's a pretty good car. Be careful here also on the exit. You can hit the wall easily. You overestimate it a bit too much. Just overshoot it ever so slightly, and that's pretty much your lap over. Just carried a bit too much speed there. Just gonna retry. Yeah, hey Cody, Deeth. Sorry, I'm gonna say that, Deeth. I'm liking it. Yeah, I just probably wasn't careful enough. I'll put it down to that. But, yeah, we've learned from that. Hopefully next time it's gonna go better. And yeah, hi Nike, great to see you again. Very bad exit, of course. You wouldn't be too off doing tackle, for sure. Yeah, hi Cedric, welcome. Bad on top. Teeth, it's not far off what the Mercedes can do if you drive it the same way. The Jaguar and the Mercedes are not too far apart. Pretty similar driving style, so if you know how to drive one good, then the other one is it's pretty easy to get a hold of the SLS. Like if you know the Jaguar, you know how to drive the SLS. Затворя играта. Is by far the best. Perhaps. Probably is the case. I wouldn't know. I haven't actually driven it in quite a long time. But I'm assuming it is because it's got that short wheelbase, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, hey Felipe. We need to gain another whole second to be in the top 10. Let's see if you're right. Yeah, something along those lines. You need to be a bit more conscious of the fuel. You're not gonna be running out if you pay attention to it. Deep, I can't say. No. I can't show what wheel I'm using. Like for everyone that's watching and that's kind of been like a regular viewer, I just want to let you know I can't say what wheel I'm using, and that's pretty much the end of it. Until I get to the point that I'm a sponsored driver by one of the wheel manufacturers, I can't tell you what I'm using. Se puderem Fabian Portilha versus one. Oh yeah, I know. Drive properly, it's really is going to be close. Now, hi Outlaw, welcome back. Yeah, now we're really making some real progress here. Wouldn't be a bad lap if we were able to finish it. We braked a bit too late there. Do all 8 laps on soft. Wow, that is huge. Like, not huge, that is like amazing to be able to do that. Yeah, here we are. We are in top split. 20 drivers. That's great. Great. All the big names are here. We've got Keaton as well. So, yeah, he's come back to top split racing. That's great to see. Really, really good. Got Range Rovers, Danos, Matt, Sidog, Noble, Huezo, V-Spec Bob, Nismo, Hole, Keaton, Brian, Monkey Matt, Lane, Conzio, Bradley, Vipers. You can't really get too much of a stronger lobby here. This is, yeah. Range Rovers has more DR. Yeah. Well, that was because of Nations Cup yesterday. So 324 points. This is the most we've ever had in a non-top 16 lobby. So this is if you want to win one, this is the one to win. This is really an important round. Cross in Oceania. Don't talk about nations. You guys can talk about nations. It's just there's nothing to say about it. It didn't go well. In a nutshell. Yeah, thanks, guys. I hope I do have a good run. One thing is to be careful, of course. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Nicholas. First in 8 laps. That's the power of the SLS on the straight. Doesn't have quite the best acceleration compared to some other cars, but when it gets up to speed, it can really carry that speed. That's a shame, Codes. You could have gone into top. Well, good luck anyhow. I hope you win it. So they'll remember to break exactly Maisie. Yeah, interesting. What are the other 4 drives? I don't see any other ones. Oh, Mitsubishi, W3, yeah. So he may be struggling a little bit. Yeah, 10-minute qualifying. That's more than enough time to get 2 laps in. Yeah, if you play it careful, should be just fine. Maybe. That's if you're hoping for Jaguar to win. But yeah, it is pretty, as I say. Very, very pretty. Oh, 6 months. Well, welcome back, first of all, and yeah, I've been doing okay. I have to say, I haven't had the greatest luck sometimes. It's a bit on my part as well, but in general, it's been going fine. How about yourself? 8 months. Yeah, wow, that's a long time. The Ranger, he's going to be sticking to our slipstream. Try and get something from Pure Axle. Can be top 3, that would be great. I'm just going to pull off ever so slightly. Dangerous would be wise to do the same. Yeah, and looks like we're not having any slippage on our lap. Dangerous just needs to be careful. If he doesn't get in my way, it'll be good. A bit. Oh well. Yeah. Well, I don't see where I'm involved in that. Braking references, Nicholas. I feel like they help me a bit. Just need them there. It reminds me not to cut the first corner as well. Oh, I touched inside there. It's going to compromise my run. Yeah, no, Range Rose has the toe right now. A little bit wide going through the last corner. And I think Range Rose needs to be grateful for what he got. So if he started a little bit further behind, it would have benefited him even more. Hopefully he can maybe return the favor for the next lap. Assuming he's on pole at the moment. Danos is absolutely on it at this point. Made a few mistakes in my laps and that would have been a lot closer to his. Yeah, thanks, Colo Commando. Yeah, you can see we gained like a 10.5 in that last sector alone because we just got through it better. That's the thing, we could definitely have improved our lap there. Just considering the last corner wasn't great. Yeah. Fifth for now. We're just where we want to be, but there are guys like Keaton, Hall, and Matt. They haven't done their laps yet. I'm going to take this one nice and slow. Hopefully Range Ross will be kind enough to perhaps give us a tow if he's willing. Maybe B-Spec Bob also if he's willing, but if we don't get it, we'll just do what we can. We'll use the cars that were dealt. It'd be a shame if we don't have any whatsoever. No tow cost has got, yeah, it's somewhere around a second. That's basically from the front to the mid pack, just from the tow. Maybe that pack in front slows down enough we can catch them. Yeah, we'll probably be able to catch them. Yeah, lane's right there if we can keep up. No, we can't get him. You know what Range Rovers think? Is he going to give me the tow? You going to do it? He's not going to do it, okay. Never mind. Here we go. I didn't accelerate early enough out of there. That was really not early enough. Range Rovers got the tow of a lifetime in that lap. Needs to be thankful for it, considering he now finished in front of me. But yeah. top 5, hopefully, if we don't have some other improvements. But with slipstream we can easily get higher up, easily. Yeah, Ranger was the only two drivers I think that wouldn't have had slipstream on their lap would be Matt and maybe Keaton. Keaton I think was driving by himself, so good lap by him, good lap by Matt. Noble, well done, he's on pole. We have Ranger Oz that's in 3rd. Yes. Ranger had the toe of a lifetime, to be fair. He had the entire lap behind me, so it's good that he finished up front, but yeah. Yeah, Ranger Oz does earn me one, I'd say now. But we'll see what happens in the race. Thanks guys. Are you coasting the crest before the dips? Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking off just a little bit so that the car just settles down after it gets into the dip, and then I accelerate it out. It's gonna be stable anyway. And yeah. Noble has a hand when it comes to qualifying. Yeah, the Lexus is a still very, very rapid car. And you got to be kidding me. Oh. Yeah, this is really sad. This is really sad. Really not fair. Feels like target. It feels like targeted because this is the second time in 2 manufacturer rounds that it's happened in the first slot, and both first slots were the one that had the most points. Both of those first slots were the one that gave those 40 points. So
the only guy sending messages this morning to you and me.
Don't say it out loud, okay?
Yep.
Okay. Yes. This is far from ideal now. Very, very far from ideal. This needs to be fixed. My connection was fine for the entire of qualifying, and if it was able to make it to that, if it was able to make it to the starting sequence, it should have held. There is absolutely nothing wrong, and that's just a real big blow. That's something that, yeah, that's a big motivational hit. Of course, I have nothing to say about this. This is unacceptable. That's it.
But where's the chances to have any chance of winning this series?
It's basically thrown away any chance of me winning this series, basically. So Yeah. Really not happy with this. Yeah, all parameters except one are fine. They're perfect. So yeah, we're gonna spend like half an hour on the time trial, I guess. We're just gonna set the fastest lap, and come next race we'll I don't know when yeah. This is what turns people off from racing. In a nutshell, this is not what gets people to race in sport mode. And, yeah, I'm really interested to see who wins it, and if Matt wins that race, that's pretty much it. It'll be a top 16 at the end of the season, but I'd have to win every other race now to stand a chance of beating him. And, the fact that I got my race ruined in Tokyo, it's taken a blow to my manufacturer point ranking. So that's, if this season counts for anything, which there's a good chance it might, it probably will for the next World Tour apart from the first one. If this counts for something, then that's probably my shot of going somewhere to the World Tour actually thrown away. Yeah. I'm going to be doing laps now, guys. I'm just going to be trying to set fastest lap. Hi Judoka, welcome to the stream. If you just came in, we got disconnected from Top Split again, and that's worse than what happened in Nations. Nations, you're at least in the race, you have a chance to do it. Now this is ruining your driver rating. It's putting you in a possibility of getting into second split. And that's the 40 just thrown away, just like that. Well, we could have realistically gotten it, but yeah, it is what it is. Well, I'm not going to start moaning about it anymore. We'll deal with it. Noble, Range Rolls, and Matt Range Rolls in second. Well, yeah, okay. Well, if he wins that, now he knows. Not Matt, Range Rolls. But yeah, it's good to see that he's progressing. We'll see. If anyone knows the result at the end of that race, please let me know. Very eager to find out who won that and what strategy they employed to win. We're going to be doing this next 25 minutes and then we'll practice the race. Thanks, Team Tarko. Good morning, Andrew. Nothing really to say right now. This is something that they need to fix. It can't always just happen to me. That's the thing. And there's no concern that it's a targeted attack, Holly. It's just it can't be happening to just me. There's got to be some sort of problem, obviously. Probably there are it's happening to other people as well, and just need to find the source of the problem to be fixed. Yeah, for those of you that are tuning into someone else's stream that is doing the top split, is it 19 drivers in that race, or is it showing less than 19? Because that means that probably someone else got affected too. It isn't an isolated incident. C18. Okay, so another person either quit the race, unfortunately, or got disconnected. I think they may have quit, yeah. Would make sense. They dropped out of the slipstream or something like that. Bad exit there. Yeah. No problem, call us, see you later. Hopefully the second slot goes a bit better for us. For Noble stayed out, Matt Rangers, they pitted, okay. I see. Yeah, thank you 93 Racing. We got removed from the first slot unwillingly, so yeah. Pretty much case closed by this point. We'll do what we can to recover in the second one. Matt pit in lap 5. Yep, thank you. Merc is strong here. Yes, it is. It is definitely. It is very strong. Definitely not weak whatsoever. If you can just take your time through the corners, you'll be finding out that it's going to do a lot more good than harm in the later laps of the race. Because the more patience you put into this car, the faster it actually goes towards the end of its stint. So, yeah. After pit, Matt Kennel Hollow. So, wait, how was it? Noble stayed out. So Noble pitted on lap 5, right? Means yeah, he is trying the one stop. Doesn't have to deal with any of the halts that traffic. McLaren, that's Range Ross. Hello, nice to see you again. Originals, he's part of Team BMW, I believe. He's probably stayed with them. So yeah, very fast driver. Always great at the wheel. Rarely makes a mistake. So yeah. Close race. Most likely towards the end of the race, we're gonna just stay here. Yeah. It's a whole lot in this race. Yeah, all the best, 93. See you later, mate. Next slot is in about 45 minutes time, so there's plenty of time for you guys to just sit back, relax. Yeah, let me know how the race keeps going. I'm interested to see who does what. Maybe I think by now someone would have probably tried pitting in the second time. Maybe they're staying out on hards. Yeah. not really in the slipstream at this point, so I can't. Oh, there's Alpha Pop, okay. Race McLaren second and third, that's pretty good, I have to admit. Who's in first? Who's leading? Is it a Porsche or a Lexus? Some other car, you never know. Right, Noble Range Rover starting lap 8. How far behind is Noble from Matt? What's the gap? You guys can see that much. Oh wait, no, you can't because it's most likely from the whole stream, so you can't see the gap. Never mind. Can't tell, this seems close. Hall is the 6th. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe a Range Rovers or who is it? Keaton? Yeah, Keaton. A few more Range Rovers, they could probably get something done there. They're very, very strong cars. The McLarens in Group 4. They switch positions by some chance, yeah, just say. Most likely the last lap by now. And then who's leading? You guys know. No, Matt and Mystery third place. Okay. Sounds like one great fight that they're having though. It's a shame. That takes the lead. Number one lead, okay. Seems close. If he defends well, uses that straight line speed of the Lexus, he can do it. He's careful. That will have better cornering, but if you defend it well enough, it's very hard to overtake in some places. See here, it's right down to the line. And here in this lobby race, we're the last lap. Yeah, exactly, does Lamb. Well, if someone can get the total time in as well, that would be very helpful. Yeah, Alpha would do well, it's just that it needs to stick in the slipstream for most of the time. approaching somewhere near the end of the race for the first slot. Finish Matt Novelke. Oh well, yeah, well done to those guys. They obviously they didn't do too many mistakes, and they were very fortunate that their strategy worked out for them. Matt Noble, yeah. Thank you, Outlaw. Thank you, Timotako. Should know the finishing time. That would be very helpful. If you could just see there, drop it down in comment. A four-way battle here for the third. 21 minutes, 8 seconds, .296. Really slow. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for letting me know. Great. So the strategy was like a two-stop for the first guys, I'm guessing. It's been like fighting off a race. Let's see. But on this track, if you fight, if you time the fighting or the overtaking well enough, you can actually avoid losing too much time. Start on soft, hit in lap 4 for hard. I see. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, I see. Whether or not he just gets out of control. Now it's Giretti versus Arch at this point. At the front, our Poppy's pretty much won it. The lap 4, that seems way too early. Yeah, I think you could extend that to lap 5 or 6, then do the last 3, but it's asking a lot. 5 laps, yeah. In the Mustang, yeah. So the Mustang, if that can do 5 laps of tire saving, there are definitely cars that could do 6 to be able to make it. Yeah, obviously you have to play it careful. You have to be really, really careful and make sure nothing happens. Maybe even 7. Oh, that would already be something like the Toyota Megane or the 4C. That's you'd really need a good tire car for that. If you're careful, maybe the Mercedes could make it, but it'll be close. Be losing heaps. Yeah. This track seriously opens up and rewards proper trail brake. Yes, exactly. That's what I meant before. If you extend those braking zones, and you really just pay a lot of attention to how you brake, in the end you're going to be gaining a lot more than you lose. It's like a tire keeping and do 4 laps. So what? Yeah, 1, 4. So with Cayman. Well, Dimitarko, are you using a wheel? Because if you are, the way to go about it is you just turn in once. You don't want to really do a unnecessary, how you say, repetitive steering back and forth, going through a corner. That's it's putting unnecessary stress on the tires. And that's going to be what's wasting them more. Also, braking a bit earlier, but being softer. So putting about 80%. Yeah, sawing on the wheel. You just go about, how you say, another, just 20%. Is really you gain a lot from being careful with those brakes. Yeah. Single turn in without any corrections. That's exactly it, Maisie. That's what I want to say. So another 7 minutes, we'll get qualifying done. We'll do like the first 4 laps. Go out, we'll clear cash and try and get into the next slot. So yeah, I'll show it here. I'll try to demonstrate it in these next few corners. Braking earlier, but you brake softer. No, I didn't brake hard enough there, but it was a bit too soft. But the thing is that you want to hold the brake a lot more, because that's when the ABS is working to your favor. It's getting the car turned in better than it would if you just had the car like it is, without any brake or any acceleration. Generally when you accelerate, that's when the car understeers. If you keep the car just in neutral and don't do anything to it, it's going to roll through the corner. If you have the brakes, it's going to turn in more. Generally you want to avoid holding the brake after the apex when facing the Jaguar. See Keith, how did you go in your race? Where did you finish? Finish okay, had a decent 9 laps. Yeah, hi Christopher. Welcome. Sam Hain, oh there you go. Sam Hain, he was in the chat not too long ago, which is good. So, great to see him in the lobby. Deeth, I am doing second slot because I didn't actually do the first slot. I got disconnected after qualifying. And it wouldn't make sense if I was continuing the stream and not doing second slot. No, just same stream. Yeah, Deeth, it's kind of not the greatest question then. If I'm doing second slot, I'm gonna do it. That's it. Yeah. You go into a race like this, you need to know when to push and when to not. That's the important thing. Because if you push in certain corners and you just brake a bit too harsh, you're going to end up really chewing through those tires quickly. If you go too slow, you're going to drop out of the slipstream, and usually it's better if you can push just a tiny bit to keep up, so you can stay into that slipstream rather than lose, because you're going to lose a lot more than you'll gain from that small moment of tire saving. Only 198 points. Yeah, that's not bad, but it's not great either, so it definitely warrants a second slot try. So we've got PX7 Lamb now. That's Dodge Lamb in the chat. It's great to see him here as well. See how he goes in the Toyota. Yeah. Or at least 220. Yeah, that's acceptable. I would understand that. Say hi to Lamb on the straight. Oh. Minutes 20, yeah, that's a whole 26 minutes. It's huge amount of time. Huge. Interested in just exactly how fast you would be able to go if you had the slipstream the entire lap. That would be interesting to see. You can get to something like a 16.4. You can get it to a 16.4 for sure. If you're careful enough and if you get your braking points right. Not even a low 16. Unlucky disconnect. Yeah, range up. How'd you go in your race? Did you happy with the result? Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Anything. I'm asking me questions on the final lap. It's interesting. DC, yeah, Noble. Well done, by the way, on that second result. Second place, actually. So very, very strong. I was actually was hoping that you might have won that, because I know that you've been trying hard and you've been focusing on manufacturers Oh, that's close. I was hoping it might have been your time to make it work. Yeah, you came close, if anything. It's a really strong result. Next time we'll turn the slip. Oh yeah, Ranger, maybe. I know I'm faster, but man, you have the whole slip stream of the lap twice, and okay, not even a thank you after qualifying. I had to remind you. That was just a little bit, you know, at least a thank you. That would have just been enough. I would have understand, because you want the slipstream and it's going to help you get higher, but at least show some appreciation for having it. I'm sorry if I sound a bit negative, but yeah. It's good to acknowledge it afterwards, like you did. Thanks. Yeah, I've seen that Noble. I've seen it, and it happens. I understand people want the slipstream, but when there's time for people to have slipstream on both laps, and there's one guy that doesn't get it on either lap, then yeah, probably good to share every now and then. Ah well. This is shocking. Without, oh, so you're probably in the slipstream pretty much the entire race. Like you say, you just finished 1.6 back from the winner. Time to race. Monaco, there's another 20 minutes until the race starts. We're going to do like the first 3 laps and then we'll go out. Probably have a nice little battle with Originals and Lamb. And some other drivers here that I forgot to mention, but they're all pretty fast, so we'll see how they do as well. Behind Matt and Keegan the whole race. Ah, I see. That must have been helpful for sure. Slipstream OP. It is Christopher. You can get it from 1.5 seconds away. And the moment you get into it, it's very, very strong. It's just like it just punches a huge hole in the air, especially in Group 4, and you gain so much time sitting there. You should try it out. If you have the chance in qualifying, you need to stick to the slipstream. Group 3, both. I'll be wondering which one it is now. It's Group 4, Ravine. Bio B of the world. Ah, okay. Sure. I won't say no to it. But cheers. Okay. So 17.9s in the race with slipstream. Were you saving the tires, Keith, or were you just pushing flat out? because I'm able to do 17.9s. The race trying to save the tires a little bit, so that's why I'm going a bit slower than I usually would on qualifying. Yeah. Elwood Ranger. The tire saving and fuel, yeah, okay, that's good. That's very decent pace. Doing around the same without slipstream, so I'd say I'm pretty much on the target at this point. It's more, yeah, like Dermatological said a bit earlier, it's more easier to follow people in front, obviously. Only for 2 laps. Yeah. Where did you finish, Steve? Yes, this isn't a fast lap. We're just gonna let the car roll out a bit, and then we'll hit in. We'll put some new tires on, then we'll push. We'll see what we can do without slipstream. You're gonna see, like, oh yeah, Lamb there. He's got the Toyota. He's gonna be looking for the slipstream, of course. Do fuel burning. Yeah. And 2 laps, 5th. Okay. That's interesting. So at this point, you don't want to go too slow because you've only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. No problem, Outlaw. Enjoy have a nice rest. Good luck with your races tomorrow. Or today. So wherever you are. Then anyhow, good luck. I hope that you do well. That's the important thing. And get a good result, have a good race and have fun. That's even better. Am I looking forward to Blue and Bay Group 3? It depends on what sort of race it is. If draft bumping has been completely prohibited by the penalty system, that would be great. If it isn't, I mean, with the new system there really isn't any penalty for anything anymore. But that's at least how it looks like. Maybe, you don't know, they might even get a hot fix out for the next round. But if that's what happens, then yeah, bump drafting is probably going to stay where it is. Going to be using that to their advantage. Obviously, we're not going to be relying on it. We're going to do our best to avoid draft bumping, and what Lamb is doing, he's maybe trying to avoid the slipstream. Let's see. Look, oh no, it's fine. It's fine, Lamb. All good. But if I make a mistake and you get into the toe, don't hesitate to use it. I'm interested in what time that 86 could do. You can see I'm not accelerating quite early enough, but we're improving. That's the important thing at this point. There's some Hayne, he's doing pretty well himself. That's doing the lap. Lam doesn't look like he's in too bad of a lap himself. Yeah, and we lost so much time last sector. We've been 3/10 up if that didn't go wrong. So 3/10, that would put us, would have given us a 16.8, 16.7. I know this is going to sound pretty cluey, but that is not a good lap. Yeah, I would understand. I think that's here. If you put it to the limits, you could probably get it to a 15.9. 15.9, maybe 6, maybe 15.9. 16.0, 16.1 is probably where it would be. Hi, Julius. すみません。こんばんは。こんにちは。ジュウィルドさん。お元気ですか? Oh, 15.9s. Should be at 2.8. Yeah, with slipstream, that's gonna be. Wow, that's gonna be scary. If you can have slipstream the entire lap. Fuel burn to 50%. That's huge. Yeah, and great job, Noble. You really got some good qualifying pace. You can see there. He's flashing his indicators furiously. So ですね。このラウンドでジュウィルドさんは練習のレースはすることがありますか? You done like practice races for this round? 'Cause, あなたはトヨタが大好きですね。トヨタを運転するときにすごいのドライバーです。すごいのドライバーだと思います。できました。あは。どうぞ。I love it too, Lam. It feels like an IMSA style of track, but you're driving at this point, so don't worry about it. Just say I feel like it's got an IMSA kind of atmosphere to it. So really a lot of long speeds, just sharp corners, a lot of places to overtake as well. So we're enjoying a small battle with Lam. on the outside. Oh, he's on the inside, yeah. He's definitely there. Yeah, we've got like 2 more laps and we'll go in. I missed that corner. And this is where we need to use the grunt with Mercedes to get back into the slipstream. And this is kind of our safety net. We don't have to worry about fuel with this car. Just have a look there. And we have more than enough straight line speed to keep up if we don't make any mistakes. Yeah, from about a second away, we're dropping down to 5/10. Against Originals and Lamb. These guys are both top split North America drivers, so very fast. They definitely know what they're doing in the race. Finish this lap and then we'll get up. Okay, so we go out. There it is. Wish this race was Group 3. Well, it wouldn't have been a bad idea. May have been some cars that are not wouldn't do too well here, but I'd say it's still not a bad idea. It would be very interesting to see. Let's just see how our driver rankings fallen down a bit. As you can see here, that's a big chunk. So just hoping that we're still in the top split. If anything, that would be good. And also the points. Let's just hope that they're not too bad. Yeah, 324 points last time round. So those were the most anyone ever got. But yeah. Back into the stream. There we go. So we've got time for about 1 lap. We'll throw what we can at it. We'll see if we can be fast. The light cars will always do better around a track that's got a lot more tyre wear involved. It seems the 86 is decent preserving its tyres, so Lamb, who was using it, should have a good chance. winning. We have to try and do something different to keep up, to figure out a way to beat the strategy. Yeah. Under braking? Under braking.ジョーウェルドさん、あなたのレースをした時に頑張ってください。とってもいい車があるそうです。だから見たい上があるからレースはいいレースがあってください。Okay, so here we go. We're going to be matchmaking into the second split. Yeah, this is definitely not as strong. Nowhere near as strong. But here's to the hopes that the points are a bit better. I have the most driver ranking out of everyone. That's bad, 100%. But we won't see that as a negative thing. We'll get the most that we can out of this race. If anything, we'll aim for a better total time than what Matt did in the first slot. That would prove that we could have won. That had there not been any disconnect, yes, we could have gotten 40 points extra. Yeah. Doing a one-stop check, I don't know. At this point, there's many things that are opening up in the strategy. We'll see how the race develops, and then based on that, we'll come to a conclusion, which will result in a strategy change or a different plan that we'll have in mind. Okay, so everything's still open. It's a one-stop, two-stop. We need to see how qualifying goes. That's what's important. Perhaps if we're lucky, we could get some slipstream too. Be nice. This is the point that I know I can, the strength of this lobby means I don't have to worry about fuel burning. I don't have to worry about the slipstream. As long as we're top 5, that's a good idea. It's a good place to start, if anything. Yeah, thank you, Wizard. I hope you enjoy the race. If anything, maybe you'll get a suggestion on how to approach your races later today. I apologize if my voice doesn't sound quite as energetic, eager as you would all expect. Yeah. It's got a little bit blocked since the first slot. Yeah, thank you, Dimiteliko. Just try something. Okay, good. Now let's have a look here. Okay. Yeah, okay. See. Look at that. At this point, we're pushing. Codes. It's a little bit too close. Comfort. Yeah, look at that. Thanks, Nitro Racing. Follow the leader. Exactly. That's what it is at this point. Yeah, I've noticed that. Noticed that wizard. It's the same thing in both regions. There we go, 216.9, no slipstream, full fuel. That's the pace we're looking for now. So I think we can catch Noble's time with with the less fuel. We can, if we can replicate that. Sorry, guys. Just held up a little bit there. But if we can do that at the same time with just less fuel, that's bound to get faster. Because we started the lap with about, what, 88%? Somewhere around there. A little bit more than 10% used. So I don't think that, without a doubt, we could have gone a lot faster with less fuel. We'll see now when we pit in. But overall, that was pretty decent. It's great to see ART Lane there. He's doing quite nicely in that Toyota. It's in fourth, so not bad at all. Gets the toe, he can definitely improve a bit more. Soaking electric, soaking codes just missed out a little bit on the slipstream. It looked like they were fighting coming into this sector with B-Spec Bob. I dropped down there, and once the car drops down, that's when I start accelerating. But when you factor in used tires, you need to be a bit more patient. You need to wait for the car to pull itself in. Well, you don't hesitate, but you restrict your usage of acceleration, making sure that the car rotates enough. Because if you put that acceleration on, it's just going to understeer off. That's never a good thing. Rema. And I ask, if you wanted to get another lap, and you should have aborted that and gone out to the pits. Could have had another chance. It's a shame. 14th, I think he might have been able to do a bit better. Considering that Citroen is no slouch on a single lap. It's very, very decent. Let's get everyone bunched up a bit more. Right there outside the slipstream. But we need to be mindful of the timer as well. That's it, very good to see he's right there. Waiting for a tow. His speedboat drops out of the slipstream, so it's just currents now. He doesn't need to worry about any pressure from behind. Cut too much. So that lap that Lane had, he's got first. It's good stuff by him. Even with that less fuel, we would have been a second. Yeah, with this lap time, I think we may have been fourth. We would have upgraded ourselves from fifth to fourth in the first race, so a little bit better, maybe worse. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. I hope you enjoy the race. Thank you, Red Mist. Likewise. So the time to beat is 20 minutes and 8 seconds. Thanks, Steve. It wasn't the greatest, but the first lap was pretty decent. Got a good tow, and you were able to capitalize on that and start third, which is good as well. I don't start on hards, Ravern, I'm starting on softs. And yeah. Hi Han, konnichiwa, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Cynical, Ravern, and Lane, that Toyota is great in the corners, I have to say. If you have the slipstream, it's probably as fast as, I don't know, like a McLaren, maybe the SLS on a straight. So if you put those two things together, it's very, very decent on a single lap. You can get to the point where it's actually as fast as we're going in the time trials. Yeah, that's the car to have. It's the car to beat. Let's see what we can do in this one. Always up for some good racing, of course. Like oh yeah, of course he puts a Lotus Siege livery on it. I was going to say for a second, it looked like a Lotus car with those lights. Yeah. There were the supercars livery. That looks pretty nice. Quick balance on 3 or 4. It depends what you prefer more. I'd keep it on 3 if I was someone that didn't have quite so much experience. I'm going to put on 4 at this point. Yeah, thank you, Nitro. Enjoy. Close one by Codes. It's good that he managed to save it. Should bait him up just a tiny bit. Roads there going wide. It's unfortunate. Inside curb threw us off, but we'll deal with it. Mm-hmm. You'll see, Nitro, you'll see, just wait, be patient, it will come in its own time. Good things come to those who wait. This is the thing, I went with this strategy. This is exactly what I was planning to do in the first split. And it would have worked. I would have been able to fight a lot more towards the end. I would have been able to go for overtakes that Matt and Noble wouldn't have been able to do. And the moment I got the move done, it would have been game over for them. So this was the strategy I had in mind. As you can see, we successfully pulled it off, but it's not deserving of the points that we got. Yeah, and 2.5 seconds in front. They would have been fighting, of course, but we had some very bad laps on hards, and first lap on softs. The start of the race was not good either. So there's another 2 seconds in all of that, and those 2 seconds, I mean, we would have been 4.5 seconds in front of Noble and Matt, so we could have fought for sure. At least for a podium. And the podium would have given more points than this. Yeah, thank you, Hein. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you, Andrew, Nitro, Checo. I just hope next time a manufacturer comes around, the points matter, I don't get disconnected. That's the one thing I hope for. Yeah. We won. We're not gonna do the next slot because there's no way there's gonna be more points. And yeah, a good race. We made a few mistakes, not perfect. Definitely could have gone faster. Thank you, Ronaldo. Mr. Rosenberg. There's a lot more to do. There's less and less points as the night goes on. Exactly, Nitro. That's what's happening. The first split was the one with the most points. And the problem is, yeah, we just simply didn't get enough. Thank you, Felipe. Simply put, if we didn't get disconnected from first slot, we could have fought for the win. That's it. So that 40 could have been ours. Right now it's looking like it's going to be something like a 33 or a 30. So we need to look for more in the next round, obviously. It's not ideal, but yeah. Start ending it soon. Yeah. Fastest lap was 1.2 seconds faster than anyone else. Hi Clay, welcome. Nice to see you again. How are you doing, Clay? Doing okay? Enjoying a bit of Gran Turismo since the last time? Good. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Clay. A little bit under the weather, but nothing too serious. I'm fine with it at this point. Let's see that. Yeah, Matt has just gotten a huge lead of 100 points. So yeah, just had a big play. Oh, you mean like where you you do roles and you have to like reenact them? You have to say lines and stuff like that. You mean like a theater play or like a big play? What do you mean by that, Clay? So yeah, we're more than 100 points behind Matt, but we should be clinging on to second at this point. Next rounds have to do us well though, because we need the 40s. We need every single one of these except one to be a 40. So we have to win Blue Moon Bay, which is going to be very much a lottery. Interlagos, Catalunya, Red Bull Ring, Panorama, Laguna Seca. So all of these, apart from Interlagos, are very decent for our car. Blue Moon Bay is it's there. Like I said, it's just a lottery. So yeah. Like I played a bit of Gran. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, that's good, Clay. It's good. As long as you play it just a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes each day. That's good. It's just developing your driving a bit more, and hopefully you'll start getting up to pace. Nitro, the next race starts in about 30 minutes from now. So you've got 30 minutes to get online, do a bit of practice and hot lap. You can get in. Anyway, that's going to end it there, guys. What happened today? Not the greatest. First slot, we did okay with qualifying. We got top 5. That was our goal. I know that we would never have gotten pole if there was no slipstream. Noble made sure of that. He did a really good lap, 16.6. It's a shame, really is what happened. Getting disconnected during the starting sequence is really unfortunate. It hasn't happened to me, I think, really often. But we'll just roll with the punches. We'll get back up and we'll get stronger with it next time. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Try and make sure of that. And yeah, the strategy for this race, you can go one stop, so 5 laps on softs or 6 laps on softs, depending on how good you are with tire management. Then you pit in, you do the last 4, 5 or even 3 laps on hards, and you can pretty much push as much as you want with those tires. Just be careful not to slide out too much. And in terms of fuel wear, you need to look after it. You need to be mindful about how much fuel you're using. Don't get the impression that, oh, I'm doing fine, and then a lap later you're about 2% under target. So you always need to be mindful of that. Just look out every once in a while. On an occasional straight, have a look at it, and you'll say, oh, I need to save a bit more, so just short shift. But yeah, one stop, it might be like faster, but you cannot fight at the end of the race or at the start of the race. You cannot fight. With the 2-stop, you have to deal with traffic, but traffic on this track is actually not so much of a hindrance as it is a gain. You'll be getting more of a slipstream boost, then you will be held up. So it's always useful to have a bit of slipstream here and there. And with that strategy, you can fight at the end. You really can. You can really get overtakes done. You'll be about 2 seconds a lap faster. 1.5, 2 seconds a lap. That really means a lot when it comes down to the final lap. You can really throw the car in there and know that you're going to have the move done and dusted. But then again, it's entirely up to you. It depends on where you start. And yeah. Anyhow, that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Checo, unfortunate, but good. Yeah, exactly. It was a good one. Wait, that's really puts a smile on my face there. But anyhow, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. It's great how you guys stuck with me despite that rough patch that we went through during the stream. I really do appreciate it. That means a lot. And yeah, I hope you all do well in your races later tonight. And have a nice evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you may be. And until next time, driving with the best.